Okay, guys, welcome back to another Mesh Weekly Technicals. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and head over to the free Telegram group. Links are all down below in the description. So let's jump into the SPX. We look at the monthly chart. We've got 1 day on closure. Nice clear for the bias on the SPX at the minute. But as I've highlighted this area over here on the monthly, we see a lot of resistance established. Obviously, this monthly chart, we've broken down through that previous bullish structure, and we've had a break of structure. We've retested around that area, and then we've had a big move to the downside. Obviously, this area, what we're mentioning, is 4600 flat. So if we look at what price is doing now, as mentioned, we've got 1 day till closure, but just going off this previous level, we've seen that tap of 4630. So obviously around between 4600 and 4635, call it. Got like a little bit of a range on the smaller time frame, but obviously just looking after monthly, we did have a tap of that area, and then we had a clear move to the downside. So just want to pay attention to on the monthly. But yeah, bullish on the monthly. Go down into the weekly. As we can see, once again, we're still clearly bullish on the weekly chart. We had that little bit of consolidation, and then once we broke out of that, we've seen a big move to the upside. Obviously, we were paying attention to when this move was playing off. We were paying attention to this clear bearish move to the downside where we had not much traffic, and then we've started to see this sort of mirror. Obviously, as price repeat these cycles, and like we see this move to the downside, seeing this move to the upside, but now, as mentioned before on the monthly, we're approaching this level of previous support, and it's become resistance, and now we're approaching that. Obviously, nice bullish structure, but I'd like to see what happens once we tap this. We've already we'll go down to a smaller time frame now, but as we can see, we've already tapped this 4600 area that we're looking at, and prices start to pull back before closure on the weekly candle. So let's just go down into a lower time frame. So as we see, weekly on the SPX is still nice and bullish. We go down into the daily. So once again, just looking back at this area where we've tapped it. So we've had resistance of 4600 resistance, and we've had this resistance of 4635. So just with that in mind, we look at current price action. So if we can see nice bullish structure at the minute, we've had a bit of a double bottom at this area so if we look, obviously this is a daily chart. So if we look, we had this tap of this area around 4530, which we started to establish resistance. Prices broke through that area and now started to establish support where resistance was once established. We've had this bounce off that area, come to the upside, broken through that previous daily structure, and then we've seen a little bit of a retest, but prices managed to come back through. But we've not taken out these lows, these higher lows that we've started to make around that area of support, which was once resistance, as mentioned, 4530. So now if we see, we've got a bit of a double bottom. So obviously, we've got this area and this area. We've got a little bit of a double bottom on the daily playing out, and then prices start to break through this area of structure. Look, SPX doesn't really respect data structure points as well as some Forex pairs, but we still like to use it as complements. So we look here, we've had this double bottom around that area of support, and then we've broken through this previous daily structure point, and now we've managed to close just above this previous daily structure point, but we do see this big wick to the upside, and we have tapped that area at 4600 that we were mentioning. So we've grabbed the liquidity from that area before pulling back down. We've got a massive wick to the upside, but obviously let's just go down. So obviously we're still bullish on the daily, but we're having this area of consolidation that I'd like to see. I'd like to see these highs break. I'd like to see 460. Sorry, not these highs. I'd like to see more so 460 break. I'd like to see this area. I'd like to see this area around 4600 break before establishing support. But like I say, over the last couple of weeks, low volatility, low volume in the market due to the summer months. So we see this every year. So we could see the SPX start to range within this area. So we could see a break of 4600 before establishing support, but then a tap of 4635, as mentioned on the higher time frames, that we did get this little bit of range on the, if we look on the lower time frames, see, we've had this tap of the higher one, the 4635, before pulling back. So I'd like to see price take out these highs of 4600, establish support, and then let's see what happens at 4635. If we tap this area and then start to pull down, then we could see a pullback into even potentially, if we do grab the liquidity from here, we could see a pullback, and I'd like to see 4530 establish support, as we've seen sort of this double bottom area. But basically just seeing what happens between 4600 and 4530. You say if we break above 4600, we can look to take longs up to at least 4635 and see how price reacts there. If price manages to maintain resistance of 4600, then we can expect a pullback into 4530. Sorry, and failing that, holding the support, then we could see a pullback all the way down into these areas. Obviously, just all depends on how price reacts on opening. And like I say, we've got 1 day left on that monthly closure, so I'd like to keep an eye on where we close. If we obviously just keeping an eye on price action as we open up. But get yourselves over to free mesh Telegram group. Links are all down below in the description, guys, and we update our technical analysis as price action opens up through the week. But that's what I'm looking at on SPX. You say very choppy, so make sure you build confidence to take only the highest probability trades, as we are low volume due to the summer months. But that's my outlook for SPX.